What's up, y'all? So I'm headed on Frontier for the first time, so I'm gonna give you a Frontier Airlines review and a flight report. But before we get started, let's talk about the booking process. So you want to go to flyfrontier.com and book as usual. You can put in your origin and destination, your dates and number of flyers, and any promo codes that you may have, and then search. You can search by a specific date, or you can look at a month view to see when it's the cheapest to book. We're going to look at a specific date. There are 3 options for types of flights. Standard flight includes a free personal item, a choice of a carry-on or check bag, seat assignment options, and earn 1 mile for every mile flown. The discount den gives you some benefits as far as discounts, but to enroll, you need to pay a certain cost. And then the monthly pass, we can talk about it in another video. Let me know if you want to know more about details of Frontier's monthly pass. So I'm going to choose this nonstop option, which is what I chose before. And the total is $95. There also is an option to do installment plans with Uplift. You fill in your passenger information as usual. Then here's where you have a choice to either bundle it. You can do the works bundle or do customization, and you can see the different things that's included. And the perks bundle, you get a personal item, carry-on bag, check bag, and seat selection. If you go over to the works, you get all of what I said before, but then you get flight flexibility and also a refunding option. So I'm going to choose the customization. In the video, you'll see we set in the first 3 rows, and that costs extra. I'm not going to do a carry-on bag. I'm going to do a check bag. And what's important to note is it is up to 40 pounds, whereas other airlines is 50 pounds. So you have the option to pay for above 40 pounds, which is kind of pricey. And you can also see details of the sizes of the bags that are allowed and more information about packing. Then you get a free personal item, which I use my purse. And there's another option to upgrade to Works, which you can only do the Works bundle at the time of purchase. And also to note, these things need to be purchased now because they could cost more if you want to add them later. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell for notifications. I post travel tips to help you travel more. And then that is flight flexibility. You can pay more to board quicker. There is a charge to use the ticket agent, such as needing to talk to them about assistance with a flight or needing them to print your boarding pass. Then there is a charge. So it's best to print your boarding pass at home or use the app so you can avoid that additional charge. So right now, my total for a one-way flight from Atlanta to Vegas, including the bags, including the sitting up in the front, is $177.98. So you want to compare that to how it costs towards the bundles that you were presented with before. Let's look at the first bundle and just compare it to the customized option. With this bundle, the difference is you're going to get a carry-on bag. You will be able to select your seat and a checked bag. Whereas before, there was no carry-on bag option. And in this bundle, you only get the seats where it shows 0. So you won't get those first 3 rows. So you really need to weigh whether you need that carry-on bag plus a check bag and what you need before you decide which bundle to get. If you find yourself looking at the customization option, that may be cheaper for you, but you just need to kind of weigh what's really important to you on the trip. So like I said, it comes with a carry-on bag, comes with a check bag up to 40 pounds in this bundle, the free personal item, which could be a purse. It shows you the size that the bag can be. Backpacks do not qualify as personal items like they would on other airlines. And as you can see, this is about almost $20 more, but you get a carry-on bag in addition to your checked bag. So you have to weigh the options. Before you purchase, it does show you that you have 24 hours to cancel. And also you can click more to see the change fees and the cancellation fees based on how many days you do it before departure. Okay, so here is the day of the flight. We had an evening flight, and here is where you would scan your ticket that you printed at home, because remember, it costs to get your ticket printed at the airport. And this allows us to drop the bags that we already paid for. I weighed my bags at home with the scale that I use on all trips.
Thank you for flying with us today. In preparation for departure, please ensure that all carry-on items are stored.
Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until we're parked at a gate and the fasten seatbelt sign is turned off. Cell phones will now be used.
Okay, let's talk about my experience on Frontier Airlines and my Frontier Airlines review. I usually don't fly on no frills airlines. Those airlines are the one when you have to pay for basically everything, down to just being able to print your boarding pass at the airport. As you saw, it is better to print your boarding pass at home. So that's what it means with no frills. You pay for everything. And the reason I've usually not opted for Frontier, I had a bad experience with Spirit Airlines, and those are kind of similar. But I will say on Frontier, I had a better experience with the flight being on time versus with Spirit. It was not. I had a better experience with customer service, as well as the planes just seemed a lot more cleaner, just better than the time I flew on Spirit. So even though they're both no frills airlines, when I compare Frontier to Spirit, I would fly Frontier Airlines again. Some of the things that I did not like, I mentioned in the video. Although I had a lot of leg room, for me, the back cushion wasn't enough. It just felt like there was a big gap in between my lower back and the top half. It just wasn't enough cushion for me. So I would probably bring something. I ended up putting my jacket back there, but something to help with the back area. And you may be different. I know I have back issues. It wasn't comfortable for me with a long flight. However, with a shorter flight, it might have been better. I was prepared for that there's no Wi-Fi on the flight or in-flight entertainment. I really had to get a lot of things on my phone and computer to help with a long flight such as Atlanta to Las Vegas to keep myself entertained, although it was an evening flight, so you could just go to sleep. But the reason why I usually don't fly on Frontier Airlines is because when you add all those things together, sometimes I have a better price on Southwest or Delta because one, I don't have to pay to pick my seats on either one unless I'm trying to sit in preferred seating or Comfort Plus or something like that on Delta. And also, I don't have to pay for bags on Southwest or Delta. And also, I don't have to pay for carry-on bags. So sometimes when I add all that up, it usually sometimes turns out cheap on Southwest or Delta. I don't have a problem with flying Frontier again. I would fly it again. In terms of some of your questions, like does Frontier Airlines have Wi-Fi? It doesn't. That's a part of the no frills. This is the size purse that I use on the flight, which counted as a personal item, so I didn't have to pay for a carry-on bag. My 14-inch MacBook fits in here, along with my phone and headphones and stuff. And this is a trip where I didn't take my drone, so I didn't have to worry about that. This is the bag that I used for the trip. I wanted to use a smaller suitcase because that tends to weigh less. And then, of course, I use my scale when I'm at home to weigh it before I even go to the airport. Is Frontier Airlines safe? I felt safe on Frontier Airlines. At this moment, I would say I prefer Frontier Airlines over Spirit Airlines. I flew into Vegas, so make sure you check out my additional videos about Vegas and what I did there and the Usher concert. And then another time I went, this time I didn't go to the Usher concert, but just check out my other Vegas videos. Be sure to check out my travel quote merch and also accessories for purchase that are available below this video. Thanks for watching.